More and more countries, organizations and activists have condemned Israel for attacking worshippers in Al-Aqsa Mosque in occupied East Jerusalem and its evictions of Palestinians from their homes on land claimed by Jewish settlers. Indonesian President Joko Widodo on Monday emphasized that the expulsion of Palestinian civilians from their homes and the use of force against them at Al-Aqsa Mosque must not be ignored. Widodo said Indonesia condemned such acts and urged the UN Security Council to take measures on the repeated violations carried out by Israel. Indonesia will continue to stand with the people of Palestine. Meanwhile, Bakir Izzet Begovic, the president of Bosnia's Party of Democratic Action, stressed that all forms of discrimination and violence based on religious, ethnic and ideological differences must be called out. He said in a statement, "The bloodshed in the holy month of Ramadan, the removal of Palestinians from their homes, is an attack on civilizational values. Like all people in the world, Palestinians should be able to live in safety." Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon on Saturday also condemned the Israeli violence, calling on the Israeli government to listen to the international community's calls and cease its attacks on Islam's third holiest site, as well as its illegal evictions of Palestinian residents in the occupied neighborhood of Sheikh Jarrah. Sturgeon underlined that attacking a place of worship at any time was reprehensible, but attacking a mosque during Ramadan is utterly indefensible. She also said that it was a violation of international law and that Israel should heed calls to halt the violence immediately. The Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission, which is part of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, said in a statement released on Sunday that Israel's recent illegal measures amount to war crimes under international humanitarian law, and those committing the ruthless violations in East Jerusalem must be prosecuted. The Commission also condemned Israel's illegal and brutal use of force against protesting Palestinians, saying it is appalled by the brutality. It noted that attacking Muslims during the holy month of Ramadan was a serious violation of their right to freedom of religion. It is simply inhuman to attack the innocent, unarmed worshippers with water cannons, stun grenades, and rubber-coated bullets. Concerning the illegal and forced evictions of Palestinians from their homes by Israeli police, the Commission urged the country to immediately halt these forced evictions. The statement said East Jerusalem is an integral part of occupied Palestinian territory, no part of which can be confiscated by the occupying power by any coercive measures. The statement carried on to call for the UN Security Council to force Israel to desist from these inhumane brutalities. Nobel Peace Prize laureate and Yemeni activist Tawakkol Karman said on Monday that the latest Israeli violations had added to the many crimes against the Palestinian people. She also lambasted what she described as embarrassing and regrettable international silence. Human rights organization Amnesty International also called on Israel to stop violence in occupied East Jerusalem. It said Amnesty has been on the ground and witnessed Israeli forces' use of excessive force against protesters and bystanders. Israel must end the use of unlawful force and forced evictions of Palestinians. The international community must hold Israel accountable.